Okay, I'm sending you this video today because I would like to show you a little bit how to move around the Vistas VHL program. I know it's very easy to navigate. However, I know that, sometimes with programs at the beginning, it can be a little overwhelming as to, where to find things, what do I open first, etc., etc. So I just wanted to show you really quickly just a little bit of an overview from the point of view of the student. So I'll just navigate however I think is the best way. However, as I always say in my classes, this is a self-paced class. So you open and do whatever you find best for you to learn languages. The great thing about this program is that it's very versatile, very user-friendly. So it's like click and open, submit and resubmit. So you have many chances to get the best grade. And because of repetition with languages is so important, it's really good to just click everywhere and learn. However, I know that some of you sometimes get overwhelmed the first day. So I just made this video just to show you a little bit of where to click first. And then from then on, you play with it and do it at your own style. Let me just show you. Basically, that was just my YouTube channel. Okay, so basically this would be what you will see once you sign up. And then you have opened your page and you'll see your activities here. Now notice that here on the top bar, you have the dashboard, which is where we are now. And then you have the assignments and grades and the learning tools, okay? So there's several ways that you can do this. One way would be like the old way of doing things is open your VTEX, which you will open your actual book. Okay, I'm gonna open it in a second, but first I wanna tell you that also you have the option of downloading the ebook. So the ebook is great because that means that then you have it downloaded for you, it's yours, like you would have a paper book back in the 90s, right? And you can put it on your iPad, on your phone, and also you can consult and look at things, look things up in the lesson, vocabulary, grammar, etc. when you don't have Wi-Fi somewhere. So, you always have it there. You have several resources. I'll let you play with those. The VTEX is the one that you would open from the beginning if you wanted to. Actually, move this here. So this is your text. So this would be sort of like what I call the traditional way to do it, which would be that you're in class. Imagine you're in a classroom. You have your content areas. So you say, okay, I'm going to go 1.1. I know that this week we're going to see 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. So, like a student before with the regular paper book, you would open this and actually look at everything and study everything, right? Now, there's a good way to do it. Depends on how your brain works and how you like to approach learning. But also, let me tell you that while you're studying, then you go, oh my goodness, there's an activity here. So when you click on the little mouse, this would be one way to do it. It pops up with the activity. Now, how do I know if this activity, the professor put it there or not? Because maybe I didn't put it as an activity to submit. You will see it here. It will show you here, due September 28th, for example. This is one for tomorrow, right? Another good thing about this is that you can go back to the tutorial. I'm going to go back to the tutorial in a minute. And you can go click here on the pages, which takes you back to the book. So that will be, okay, I don't remember how to do this. Okay, let me go back to the pages, okay? All right, so this is one way to do it. Another way to do it is, if you're more savvy in Spanish, you have more experience with Spanish, you can just click start and start doing it. It depends, okay? So, but I like, for example, to look at the calendar. That's another way to do it. So you look at the calendar and you go, oh, wow, our first day, we have all this homework. Okay, 47 activities. This is a shorter class. So of course, it will show a lot of activities and the approximate time that it will take you to do this, which is about an hour a day. But, take that with a grain of salt. It's more or less the program telling you 5 hours, but a lot of the exercises are much, much shorter than that. So you click on that and there's your activities, right? So you can go on and do it. Here you're probably wondering, well, where do I go to know about this? Again, you go to page 1 and 5, so you click there, and then it would open the book again, okay? Or you could go to your vocabulary list also. That's why I say keep clicking, because then you'll just see all these things. And then when you have your vocabulary list there, you can click on the word, and and that way you can hear.
Hola.
Okay, so you can hear them all if you click here, okay? I put both Spanish English and Spanish and English together so you guys can, but if you want to test, for example, your memory and see, okay, let me see if I remember what this means or what that means, and then you can, put in Spanish English and see if you guess them all. So the vocabulary lists are more for practice for you, okay? All right, so let's return to the calendar. However, when you're doing an activity, let me also tell you this assignment list is the part that I like best. On the left-hand side, it opens an assignment list. And so the assignment list is really great because then you know which ones you've done already, okay? And then you just keep clicking. But also, some of you who are more savvy in Spanish, maybe or not, maybe you prefer to go to the estructura, which is a structure. Those are the grammar lessons. So you go to a grammar lesson first, Now, let me just open one of the first things. This one is completed. Okay, let me just click on this one. Usually with the estructura, you can close that. So you click on start. Trying to find the tutorial. My Wi-Fi is going a little slow. So let me show you the way to find the tutorial faster than what I'm doing. Once you have the book open, you see here 1.1. This is your beginning, right? Click on the tutorial. See the little, interactive tutorial, nouns and articles. If you're like me, that you like to have a lecture first, or maybe you like to read it over first and then have the lecture, however you like, click on the tutorial. And that is where it's going to take you to the substitute of me in one of these interactive programs where the professor is not there in person, and you'll click on the tutorial, and then you'll see this little guy who is me in a cartoon.
Bienvenidos a la clase de español. Hola.
He's very cute.
Like those that end in ISTA, the masculine and feminine forms are the same.
So basically there's me, the substitute of the professors, but he's very, very good. It's very well done, and you're gonna find it very entertaining. So let me go back to the activities. So there you go. So that's different ways to approach it, okay? I'm going to return to the calendar now and actually show you other places where you can find the activities. You can also just click on activities. Okay, with assessments, you will see your tests. So you click on the assessments, and so to give you peace of mind, like, oh wow, when is the test due, right? Okay, October 26th. Phew, we have a lot of time. However, don't be nervous about the test, because you have um, all the time in the world to take it. It's not like you have like 1 hour to take it or a specific time. It's open there to do it. And also I give you 2 attempts, so that way you do it once, you can then the second time you can correct your errors and learn from them. Okay. And also, if you click here completed, it will show you the ones that you have done. Let's go to when you click on activities. And when you click on activities, it also shows you in a different format what activities you have, and it shows due date. So that's another way to look at it. Okay, so let's review. You have activities, assessment, or calendar. You go to calendar, you will see every Sunday, and then you click on those activities and see it, okay? So whichever way you prefer. This is your practice workbook. And then let's say we're in the nouns and articles. This is where you can find your interactive tutorial, the little guy talking, okay? So sometimes people want to start their interactive tutorial, right? Then you just want to go, okay, I want to see the little guy explain to me as if it was Professor Simons in class, giving me the first 10-minute lecture to clarify, okay, what are we going to do today? And then you can move on to do them one by one. And again, you can go here under activities, or you can go under the calendar. Let's do this one more time. And then on the calendar, you click here. And then once it's open, you have your activities and you can start doing them. You can open the assignment list on the left-hand side to see what you've done, what you still need to do. Maybe you prefer to watch another video or something first, Maybe you want to go to do the numbers first. It's always better to do it in order, just because the textbook grammar-wise is designed to put things in order. Okay, you should learn this first and this first, and then this is just the information that it tells you. You have unlimited attempts. And always remember that unlimited attempts is when we have things that are, or activities that are, there's many answers, but when we have A, B, or true and false, that only has 1 attempt. And it's not me, it's the program does that, okay? And always when you have the info at Primera Vista, see, you have vocab list, dictionary, vocabulary tools, okay? With the vocabulary tools, you guys will look at this, but if you like, we can just open it. You have, all your, for example, this is for lesson 1, all your vocab, but you can add words, which is great. And then here it's for selecting where, like for example, I just want to see the saludos. Okay, here's the saludos. I like to add 1 and lesson 2 in the university because I learned how to say, I don't know, student dorms or something, So it's really, really good. Now remember that here you have the pages. Now I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. Okay, so pretty much that's it. This is what I wanted to say, that if you go to communications and you see announcements and forums and help requests, of course, you can send it here, but to avoid confusions and everything, as you know, Brightspace is where we find our announcements and the syllabus and all the information that you need to start the class. And you can also contact me through there, etc. Send me emails. But I didn't want to put it in 2 places so everybody gets confused. Oh, where am I supposed to see announcements, or where am I supposed to see forums? Here or Brightspace? Here or Brightspace? Brightspace is our headquarters of WCC, where you find information about the class and everything is there. This VHL Vistas is your workstation. And that way, two separate things and very clear cut. This is where you'll see your grades, okay? So when you click on your grades, now you won't see my grades because, I'm pretending to be a student, but this is where you'll see your scores when you click on grades, okay? You'll see the time spent. This is what I see also when I look at your work. You'll see the homework and the test, your score. You'll see if you have something late. You'll see if you have something unsubmitted, okay? And then you can also click on scores and you'll see actually a breakdown of your scores and what you did, how long it took you. I see all this as well. You see it and I see it. You can go and look under activities. You can look at your lesson test, okay? Although your lesson test always appears at the end. If you scroll, lesson test should be there always at the end. But let's say you want to go, this activity, let me see what happened. Let's imagine you don't have a 100, you have a 50. Okay, you can just redo it. Okay. Always remember if you redo something, make notes of what you did because it will take the last one you submit. See what I mean? Let's say you have an 85. So make notes of what you did. You take it again and now you get a 65. Oh my God, where did I go wrong? So make notes if you want to get a 100. And always remember that if it's after the deadline, it does take 25% off the grade. So let me just move this around. And I think that that's pretty much it. As in little summary, not so little, explanations of where you could go and where you can find things. And always let me know if you have any questions. Do not hesitate to email me. I love answering all your questions about grammar, vocabulary, or even where to find things or how to find them. If you get an activity that's wrong many times and you get those red little lines everywhere and you just can't figure it out, even though it always gives you some feedback, always take a screenshot for me. Take a screenshot of your answers with all the red marks, send it to me and say, dear professor, could you please explain why I'm getting red marks here? What am I missing? I don't understand it. And I'll be delighted to answer you, okay? All right. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. And don't forget to email me if you have any questions, okay? Hasta luego.